Before I go to the companies, I want to ask, like, how have you changed? How have you been different in each of these different startups? How have you evolved as a person, as a leader? What do you see there?
I guess it is very difficult to self-examine oneself uncritically or critically. Honestly speaking, I think I was a lot more, obviously, much more emotional, tied to the people, the company, and everything else. And I think I still am, but I have a certain amount of dispassionateness now about viewing what people want to do, what companies want to do. And to that extent, I think I've imbued a lot more live and let live philosophy
Mm.
rather than saying that everything has to run the way I think I should run. So I think that's been, and I think that's a natural progression with age better than with companies. The second, I think, is that when you've been 30 years in cycles, multiple cycles, you tend to become much more mature about handling different challenges that come up, crises that come up, or opportunities that come up. I think you don't get overly ecstatic or despondent with anything. So I think a lot more flattening of the serotonin happens there. And third, I think, is that when you start off, I guess you define your success by what you can do.
Mm.
And I think over a period of time, like for everybody, it becomes about what you can get others to do and success you can get for other people. So I think that's a big change. You more kind of are concerned about the people around you are also as successful or become even more successful. I think that's and I wouldn't say anything specific to me, but I just think it's a progression of experiences and age. I think that's what has happened to me. But I think I was recently talking to someone who worked in my first startup, and I think they made an interesting comment about me, which I don't think was true, but they said we never showed stress. And I was like, I didn't know that. But I think I've generally not been a very stressed out character.
Mm.
That's been, I think, quite consistent over the last 30 years.